God damn it, Michael Bay. You really are a sellout when it comes to nostalgia.
You know, he's made a lot of films out of old children's cartoons, from Transformers to the new Ninja Turtles movies. But what other animated series could he turn into a big-budget exploding movie? Oh, I know. How about Kong the Animated Series from 2000? Well, before we send it over to Mr. Bay, I'd say it's appropriate that we give it our banana swishing of approval. Let's review this monkey. Honestly, I was really debating on reviewing this part of the Kong universe, because it has a ton of episodes, plus 2 movies, and on top of that, I wasn't sure if many of the fans would remember this. But it turns out, a lot of fans do remember this, and since I own them, I feel I have no choice but to address it. So I guess the best thing to do is to sum up the series in a plot summary overall, plus I'll give my own take on the 2 movies. And no, while we're on the subject, I will not be reviewing every episode in detail, because if I did, it would take over 3 to 4 seasons of this show to do. So let's start off with an overview of Kong, the animated series. So according to the show, when King Kong fell to his tragic death off the Empire State Building, there was a young scientist, Dr. Laura Jenkins, voiced by Daphne Goldrick, who apparently created a clone of Kong and took him back to Skull Island where he could finally be protected from the world. I guess she studied with John Hammond in this situation.
Spared no expense.
Shut up. But it turns out there's another secret on Skull Island. An evil god known as Kairos, who is being kept imprisoned by a magical element called Primal Stones. What is this, the Kyber Crystal? 18 years later, Dr. Laura Jenkins' grandson, Jason, voiced by Kirby Murrow? Oh my god, Kirby Murrow is one of my all-time favorite voice actors. He played the role of the cursed monk Moroku in Inuyasha, one of my all-time favorite animes. Anyway, Jason and his friend Tan, voiced by Scott McNeil? Scott McNeil is one of the greatest Canadian voice actors to date, best known for playing Rat Trap, Waspinator, and Dinobot in Beast Wars Transformers, and again, the series Inuyasha, as the wolf demon Koga. Oh my god, what the hell are these talented voice actors doing in a shitty cartoon show like this? Well, I swear to god, if one more Inuyasha voice actor comes in, I don't know what I'm gonna do. As I was saying, Jason and Tan bring their college professor to the island to show him the paradise and, of course, Kong. But their professor turns out to be the series villain, Dr. Roman de la Porta, voiced by David K? David K. David fucking K. Lord Shishomari. There are no words. No words in this cast system. Okay, serious. You had my curiosity, now you have my full attention. And if you dare waste these very talented Canadian voice actors' time, I will lay my vengeance upon thee. So Dr. De La Porta has other plans to steal the Primal Stones, which control the balance of the island and imprison Krynos. So now to restore balance to the island, Jason, Tan, a shaman girl named Lua, and of course Kong, must journey around the world to retrieve the stones and stop De La Porta once and for all. Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm kind of up for this new adventure, so what else happens? Well, while also battling dinosaurs and other monsters, Jason carries a cyberlink that allows him to genetically merge with Kong at critical moments, so Kong can be stronger when battling— No, show! No! You lost me at genetic fusion, ha! I can't watch the rest of the series without this ridiculous idea in my head! Look, I can buy things like Kong getting stronger with electricity in King Kong vs. Godzilla. I can get by Kong battling a robot clone in King Kong Escapes. I can buy into baby Kongs popping out of the female's vagina like a small pebble in King Kong Lives. But the idea of humans and giant apes doing a Dragon Ball fusion dance is too much. This is fucking stupid. And this is where the show lost it for me. And I've really tried to sit through it. I really have. But the concept alone, along with more of it focusing on the science fiction element, just killed it for me. It's no wonder why this show got cancelled. I will give credit to the voice actors for doing a decent job in giving these characters some drama in the acting. And it looks like it was more of a quick paycheck for them than anything. Plus, the animation isn't that bad, it's quite good for what we got. And the battles were quite fun to watch too. But the story itself is stupid, the concept is stupid, the plot is stupid, so the show itself is pretty damn stupid. I'd honestly say skip the show, because it's pretty pointless. Unless you're a huge fan of these talented Canadian artists or a Kong fan. But again, it's more of a display item than anything. But I'm only halfway through this animation wreck, cause now I have to watch 2 movies from this animated series. The first film, Kong, King of Atlantis, is about Kong and Jason doing battle in Atlantis. After the sunken city of Atlantis begins to rise, the evil Queen Reptilia tricks Kong and enslaves him. In the end, Jason helps frees Kong and defeats Queen Reptilia, and together they save the island from its inhabitants.
That concept alone is once again completely stupid.
The second film, Kong Return to the Jungle, goes into the realm of the CGI world, with Kong and the other prehistoric animals that inhabit Skull Island being kidnapped by adventurer Hunter Stagg and transported to a new high-tech zoo in the center of New York City. So once again, it's up to Jason and Kong to come together and save the remarkable animals and return them to their island home. But in doing so, the animals escape and run amok in the Big Apple. Once again, the voice actors from the series do a fine job on their characters, and I will admit, out of all the episodes and movies from this particular part of the franchise, it's only the second movie that had me interested, given the fact that it's basically King Kong and Jurassic Park in a Godzilla blender. I do like the idea of dinosaurs being brought to a civilized zoo running amok in a large city, because this was one of the original concepts for Jurassic Park 4. But here, it's nice to see the concept realized in some form of film. But due to the animated series being such a boring mess, both films do in fact suffer the same problems. So overall, do I recommend the series as a whole? No. But I will say watch the second movie, if you're curious to see the series as a whole with a cool idea. So watch it at your own risk. Just keep it as far away from me as humanly possible. 2 out of 10. Well, at least we know